Hello guys, my name is Sista. In this video, I want to talk about scarcity and abundance mindset. What is better, what is worse, and how to shift from the worst one to the better one. Now, scarcity is the worst one, and abundance is the better one. So, if I would say like the difference between those two is that scarcity is I need, okay, so I need, craviness, let's say, and abundance is I want, okay? And that's a really big difference because what's gonna happen if you need something, then ego is gonna cling into it, right? So not only are you making comparisons, you are um, pretty much doing this kind of stuff, but also you are lacking something, right? Because you are somewhere where you don't want to be, right? You are at the bottom and you want at the top, right? So for example, in CS, the best example, you can use it in every way possible in life, but in CS, I want to go pro, so I'm just an average player and I want to go pro. Not I want, sorry, but I need to go pro. And that's really the difference. If you need to go pro, then ego is gonna cling to it. You're gonna have a lot of comparisons, and you're lacking something, right? You're not being good enough, and that kind of set up you for failure. So the craviness I need is something that most of people have, and it's not in CS, but it's like our default in general, because you know we have social medias, we can see so many rich, famous people, whatever, with careers and stuff, and so obviously our ego is getting more serious, more activated by that, and that's why we are, you know, more kind of like attached to those things, okay? Because we want more, obviously. But abundance is something that you are already enough, you're already completed, and you're just doing things, right? Because let's say, the best example I think I found is that um, you have like all the money in the world, right? You don't need to work, you don't need to do anything, you have all the money in the world, right? And that's the end goal, that's the abundance, right? You're already at the top. Now, a lot of people would say, okay, but where is the motivation now? Like I'm doing the things because of money, for example. So where is the motivation right now? The motivation is that you're doing the things that you want to do. Because obviously if you're gonna get the money, then the life starts now, right? So you're gonna buy all the things, you're gonna do the things that you love, you're gonna do things that you want. And eventually, as time goes, you're gonna do some purpose. You're gonna help the society, you're gonna help people because that's what, you know, just that's the purpose, right? That's something that fulfills us. So if you think about that, you're already enough, and literally money should be like the bonus, and as well as the other stuff. So for example, when you play CS and you want to go pro pro career should be already like some certain bonus, and the way that you can even play the game, you can experience it, you can like play with your team and stuff, and it's really enjoyable and fun, which should be, then that's the right mentality. So I would say first of all, like a bit like humble yourself, let's say, and that's how you a bit like shift the perspective from I need to I want. But there is also one more thing that I want to talk about. But before, I want to also say like some things like how to know if you're in scarcity mindset. So I think the best example, at least works for me, if you're a serious player, right, and you want to go pro or something, then try to like think about like not playing the game at all, right? For someone, it could be like one day, literally. Like I had that as well. That uh, one day I will take off and I have like these thoughts. Oh my god, I need to grind. I'm wasting time, etc. Um, like literally, time is running, and that's such a bad motivation to have, because you have a motivation from fear and not aspiration, and that's something how you can actually know if you are in scarcity mindset or no. So let's say you're not gonna play a game for 1 month. Are you okay with that? And most of the people are gonna feel like the fear and the thoughts and stuff, and that's exactly the thing that you're in scarcity mindset. Now, why is it also good to be in abundance? Not only it gives you like a pure motivation, but also because of that, you're not gonna feel any burnout, right? So there is no burnout. Um, there is no burnout. The long-term growth is way better because the relationship with you and your game is just way better. You're just gonna feel really burnt out. You're gonna hate the game. So obviously you're gonna have worse performance, right? And because of that, there is no lacking of anything, no craving, and you just enjoy the game more without overthinking. That means you're gonna reach, for example, more flow state, right? You're gonna be more engaged, you're gonna be performing very well. Because if you think about it, it's just a game. That's it. It's just a game, and game should be played, right? Played in a way of enjoyment, nothing else. You should love the game, and that's kind of it. And yeah, nothing complicated. And also, one more thing, which is really good, there is no fear, because there is no expectation from you, no pressure. Just playing, enjoying it. You have a kind of like this confidence energy. So, for example, what I see from a lot of players that are playing, they're tensing a lot, right? So, for example, when they're clutching or whatever, they feel a lot of pressure. Or they're going out heaven, right, in a nuke. Boom, they see guy, they tensing, they cannot hit him, right? They tensing a lot. But when you have like this, for example, player like Donk or someone that has the abundance mindset, then he's gonna peek and he's just relaxed. He doesn't fear. Because why would he? It's just a game. That's it. And I know it sounds really simple, but that's how it is, right? I would also say that, like, also other tip how to like stop it, not only like make it more, be more like a grateful, let's say, or how to say, like make it more small. I would also recommend to stop the desire, stop the voice, right? That keeps talking. So, for example, when you have like this inside of your head, like, oh my god, I'm wasting time, I need to grind, you have also like this kind of like a fear sensations in your body, right? And this goes kind of like shadow work. I think I'm gonna tap into in certain videos in future, because that's something that kind of like changed my life a bit. I would say that this thing is really important to just dive deep into it. You need to understand from what motivation it coming from. The most, like the biggest motivation is that it could be like, I'm not enough, right? And I need to prove others wrong that I'm gonna be successful, right? It could be that. Or it also could be that I need to go pro. Like, I need to go pro. I don't want to work or like do some other stuff because I don't enjoy. I just want to uh, play CS and have a career out of it, and take a money and stuff like this. It could be other. It could be some validation. It could be some fame and stuff. So you want to know where is it coming from. Like, what's the ego motivation that's saying you time is running out, you need to grind, right? If you identify this kind of motivator, let's say, then now you can let go of it. So, for example, if you're not enough and you want to prove others wrong, then find the experience that kind of switch it off, right? So, for example, I don't know, mostly, let's say, in early school years, kind of, you can find a certain experience that makes you not enough, right? And because of that, you're gonna release it, you're gonna let it go, and then the motivation will no longer be there because you know that you're already enough, right? And again, as I said, this is shadow work, this is kind of like a deep theme on that, but that's how it works, and that's what works, at least for me. And also the other thing, like if you, for example, want to go pro, like you need to go pro, then find a second plan. If it doesn't work, then find second plan. That doesn't mean that you are not trusting yourself to go pro, but that means that you're gonna relieve the pressure around it, okay? And last thing I want to talk about is just in general, why is it so important to get from abundance to, I mean, from scarcity to abundance? Because the fear is the blockage. As you said, it has a lot of benefits, but the main benefit is that if you have a goal, right? For example, you want to go pro, and you're not pro right now, you're just average player, you're already setting yourself to failure. Why? Because you're already craving for something, and you're saying to yourself that you're not enough, right? And that will make you kind of fear, that will make you stressed out and stuff, and it's just not gonna work. So that's why it's really, really important to just switch it off, that thing. And it has so much like benefits, and it should be your default in everyday life. Sadly, in this world, it's really hard to have it as a default, but if you're gonna work on that, then it's gonna work, okay? I hope this video will not be that long, or you will understand it. and I hope you're gonna get some knowledge out of this video. You can like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be really happy if you type in comments some really I don't know, maybe some idea on next video that you want to explore, some mental stuff or macro stuff in CS. But also, you can let me know like about this theme, about this topic. You can get a bit personal if you want, like what's your kind of like this motivation that keeps you in game, and some other experience. I'll be really curious about, you know, chatting with you in the comments down below. So yeah, let me know, and see you next video. Bye bye.